the AAC taking over the Pac-12 spot as a Power 5. Oh yeah, I can see that happening. Gold and Blue Dude, very curious about this. I think that AAC could take over as a Power 5 and knock the Pac-12 out. Oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, especially if you're a college football fan. I do videos every single day, so if you don't like this one, maybe you like one of my other ones. And this isn't like a, oh man, no, I legitimately could see this happening. I mean, let's look at the overall picture real quick, okay? So, the Pac-12 has had to borrow a ton of money. The Pac-12 was the one that jumped the gun right before the Big Ten and decided to cancel this season. So, all that money is out the window. And, you know, I recently did a ranking the teams or conferences, no teams, that are in conferences, and I looked at the list, and 2 Pac-12 teams have made it, Washington and Oregon, but neither one of them won a title, and Washington got obliterated by Alabama. Oregon got obliterated in the title game. I mean, they beat FSU, but since then they haven't really done anything. So what really makes the Pac-12 a Power 5 conference? Somebody explain that to me. It can't be the money. They're broke. It can't be success. They're not very successful. What makes them a Power 5 conference? So, my argument as far as the AAC goes, well, number one, Cincinnati and UCF. They're all-stars in the world of college football. They're just not a Power 5 school. Okay? So, Cincinnati, the last 2 years, 11 wins. That's pretty stinking good. I think they would do well in the Power 5 conference. UCF, they've had 10 or more wins in the last 2 years under their new head coach and went undefeated under Scott Frost. I mean, what more do they need to do? And then you have Memphis. They usually have double-digit win seasons. Houston has been up and down. I mean, they're doing really bad right now, but that's Dana Holgerson. But before him, you know, Case Keenum, they had him, and they did really, really well. You have Navy. Navy scares the crap out of a lot of people. They don't know how to defend that triple option. If you're good at the triple option, you can be successful. Georgia Tech, I'm glad you finally switched out of that because you were starting to go very downhill. But Navy still knows how to do it. So, Navy, Memphis, Cincinnati, and UCF. That's a pretty solid top half of the AAC. And personally, I think Appalachian State should get out of the Sun Belt and head to the AAC, and that would make them even stronger. I mean, I'm looking at my stats right here. Appalachian State had one of only 5 quarterbacks, Zach Thomas, who passed for over 20 touchdowns and rushed for over 10 touchdowns. And he's in the Sun Belt? Come on, guys. Give me a break. Look, I get the rationale as to why people think the Pac-12 should be a Power 5. But it's the names. That's all it is. That's what it comes down to. It's not the money. They're broke. And it's not about success. They haven't been that successful. It's the name recognition. Well, guess what? Cincinnati, Central Florida, Memphis, and Navy, they all have name recognition. And instead of, pulling these other conferences apart, what needs to happen is AAC gets promoted to the Power 5 and the Pac-12 gets demoted to a group of 5. Now, if they start proving themselves, maybe we can make a Power 6. But I definitely think that the AAC could hang with the Power 5. And I think all 4 of those teams have deserved a shot to get into the playoffs, especially that undefeated Central Florida team. The only reason they did not get in is because they were in the wrong conference, okay? So I think the AAC should be a Power 5 because I think any 4 of those teams has the clout, has the name recognition. They've built and toiled brick by brick, and now they're there. They're just in the wrong conference. You know what? No, they're not in the wrong conference. The Pac-12 is the wrong conference and shouldn't be a Power 5. Look, give me comments. Give me arguments. Convince me that the Pac-12 deserves to be a Power 5 over the AAC. I want to hear the arguments, okay? Convince me, because I'm not buying it. I think the Pac-12 is going down the drain. They haven't been very successful. They're not creating a lot of revenue. They're actually in debt because they've had to borrow millions, maybe billions. I'm thinking billions, but I know at least millions of dollars. And they're not going to have a season this year. Well, they postponed it to the spring, but you know that's not going to be a lot of money. So this could be the final straw for the Pac-12. I don't know if there's going to be a massive realignment to where, you know, they could shift the Big 12 a little more west and the Big 10 a little more midwest. I don't know how all that would work, because if you think about it, the Pac-12 is a chunk of the country, and that would be hard to split. Well, maybe they could split them up into like 2 smaller conferences, non-Power 5s or something. I don't know. Don't really care. No offense to Pac-12 fans. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. So if you can start making money and start being successful, then I can buy it. But right now, y'all are heading in a bad direction, and it's not looking too good. And I think the AAC is headed in a good direction. They have some great teams in their conference, and I seriously think they could hang with the other Power 4 conferences. That's just my take on it. That's all I got for you for this video. Let me know in the comments. Let me have it. Argue, agree, whatever. Just comment. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next video.